night. Chris Leguisano disappeared August 9th. Her family suspects she was kidnapped near the Mexican border and is being held against her will by the cartel. The 51-year-old mother of four was driving a truck full of belongings from Des Moines to Mexico as a favor for her ex-brother-in-law. Her family says the ex-brother-in-law is not cooperating with the FBI.
An Iowa woman disappeared in Mexico 7 months ago. Her family wants answers every day before she goes to work and every night when she goes to sleep. Stephanie Quintana Leguisano reads the letter her mother gave her before she disappeared. I love you, princess. Never lose your smile. Always remember that I will be by your side. Always be you. Never try to be someone that is not you. You are unique. Love, Mom. Always. Quintana Leguisano said the letter is an inspiration and a reminder to never give up on finding her mother, who has been missing in Mexico since August 9th in what Iowa's U.S. senators have called a kidnapping for ransom. Chris Leguisano, a Des Moines resident, delivered a pickup truck to a family member that day in Reynosa, a northern border city in Tamaulipas, Mexico, where Americans frequently have been kidnapped. She has not been seen or heard from since. I hope to have answers to get my mom back before the end of the year, Quintana Leguisano said. I have hope that she will be back by the end of the year. Friends, family, and church members lined outside the door of Stevie Joseph's church last week to pray for the Des Moines woman in hopes of her return. People who gathered for the prayer service went down the aisle to light candles that were placed in front of an altar and photo of Leguisano and greeted her children. We are still unaware of her whereabouts, Stephanie Quintana Leguisano said. I wish I can go back in time and convince her not to leave. Quintana Leguisano described her mother as kind, loving, caring, devoted, hardworking, and beautiful. Not a day goes by that I don't think about her, wondering if she has eaten, if she is safe, and where she could be, she said at the service. The sleepless nights filled with uncertainty are the hardest. So much has changed in these past 7 months, and it hasn't been easy for my siblings and our family. Quintana Leguisano hopes to be reunited with her mother as soon as possible. However, she feels like they're going back to square one in the process of getting her mother back to the United States. Leguisano's family says their mother had been driving from Des Moines to Mexico with a truck full of belongings with her ex-brother-in-law, who has not been cooperating with the authorities' investigation, and the case was reassigned to a new FBI agent because the original agent investigating her case retired, Quintana Leguisano said. The family has now had to begin the process all over again and answer questions they've already answered, she said. I would say I'm frustrated with the process because we still don't have answers, she said. For them to be interviewing us again, back from square one, like it happened yesterday. However, Quintana Leguisano remains hopeful that she'll see her mother again and has been overwhelmed by the support of her loved ones and the community. My mom is one of those people who loves having gatherings because it makes us one big happy family, she told the Des Moines Register, part of the USA Today network. I know my mom will look back at this and she'll be forever grateful for everyone who came here. Leguisano's son, Edgar Chong Leguisano, said he's doing everything to avoid his mother becoming another statistic. Chong Leguisano said the challenging part of the process is the incident happened in Mexico and Mexican officials have treated his mother's case as just another kidnapping that has become more common there. Chong Leguisano said his family wants to spread the story of his mother's disappearance through social media and news outlets. There needs to be more done, he said. Hopefully after today we can get more support, more eyes, and more movement going forward. Although Chong Leguisano is optimistic, he is bracing himself for news that his mother may never come back, he said. In September, U.S. Sens Chuck Grassley and Joni Ernst both signed a letter to U.S. Ambassador to Mexico Ken Salazar asking for updates and a progress report on her disappearance. They say they continue to follow the case and push for answers. It's tragic we still don't know Miss Leguisano's whereabouts, Grassley said in a statement to the Register. My deepest sympathies are with the Leguisano family during this difficult time. U.S. federal law enforcement ought to remain in close contact with their Mexican counterparts until they can get some answers. Ernst has said her office has remained in contact with the State Department about Leguisano's situation and have been corresponding with the family. This is a heartbreaking situation that no family should ever have to endure, and my thoughts continue to be with Chris and the entire Leguisano family, Ernst said. My team and I will continue to work with all relevant agencies in the U.S. and the authorities in Mexico to find answers and bring the Iowan home.